20 wings and a pizza.
Well, you know Spina's hungry, so
I'm gonna put down some wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got it. Somebody drinking beer. All right. That sounded good, actually.
Thank you.
It sounded pretty good.
As I just said, I don't really ever know how long we let that go before
We change it up, keep people guessing. You know.
Quick update on the Sixers, down 3.
And that is the last time we'll be talking about the Sixers tonight.
That's probably false. That's probably 100% false.
All right, Cmbl, OBA. I've assembled the trio here. We got co-host Greg Rooster Smith.
Still not the Rooster.
And
okay.
OBA Ombudsman, which I still don't know what that word means. Michael Bennis. Coming to you from Mullica Hill. Where are we? Glassboro?
Close enough. You're right on the border.
Close enough. Lovely home, by the way.
Home of the Harrison House, the world famous Harrison House.
And the new owner of
Point 40 Diner.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yes,
Point 40 Diner. Exciting stuff. Yeah, so we flew him in today to his own home to join us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Well, thank you for. This is like us doing a remote like you know how radio
like
shows.
Yeah, it's exactly
radio shows do like their remotes like
came together rather quickly. It was like, you guys want to come over? Yeah, sure. We'll be there in half hour.
Yep.
Here we are.
Worked out. All right, so let's start with the OBA. We're gonna. I know you're not in that technically, but you are.
I can chime in.
He has roots. He has roots in the OBA.
Yes, you do have roots.
If we talk about RT, I can talk about his team.
I was gonna say, who took over your team? It was RT.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was Dearman.
Daniel.
Dearman took Peas.
Right. Anyway, a lot to talk about the deadline. We had a couple big moves, myself particularly. Shout out to my alter ego Spence, and also Papa Saketa for helping me.
Shout out to who?
My alter ego Spence.
Yourself.
Myself.
You just shouted out yourself in
right,
this
well,
video. Like to yourself, you're shouting yourself out.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't shout myself out, who will?
Pretty selfish thing to do.
What a selfish thing to do.
Anyway, that was exciting. That was one of the most exhilarated deadlines I've been a part of. A lot of moving pieces. I got Conley. I got Thad Young.
Who did you start with?
I started with Rondo, Rubio, Wade. Who else did I move? One other big piece.
I have no idea.
Rondo, Rubio, Wade. An expiring deal. We could probably pull it up. Yeah. And I got.
Do you have access?
No.
I got Gorgie Dang. I got blanket now. Gorgie Dang. I got
you've
Mike
told
Conley.
so many players
Mike
involved.
Conley.
You've
Thad
told me
Young.
like 6 times everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving
these deals,
pieces.
and I still don't know. So
basically, I traded expiring deals or point guards for players under long-term control.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy with it. I kept Sack in the dark. I'm sorry. But I was able to send the trade to Gear in one of the funniest trade announcements I've had to date, considering it was me using Spence's text and copying and pasting. He thought I was actually Spence,
which you are. So
who knows? But I was happy ever since Bosch and Gasol went down. I've kind of been tanking. So I playing
tanking.
So wait a minute.
Wait,
so you're tanking?
Yeah,
it's a pretty messed up thing to do.
Well, I don't start the season planning on tank like you guys or the 76ers.
So you're like the Knicks of tanking. Then
right.
You didn't plan on tanking, but you're tanking, and you're somehow
and it's perfectly
finding
okay.
it justifiable.
It's fine. It's fine because they're doing it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
So fuck you guys.
Stick together.
I was happy with it. Were there any other big deals that went down at the deadline? You got Blake, right? Was that a deadline deal?
So that wasn't really a deadline deal. That was that last week, 2 weeks ago. I got Blake.
Oh yeah, that was one where everybody thought DeAndre moved, right?
Yeah,
Blake.
yeah, PT. Yeah, with just solid all around reporting. Now I got Blake for like Valanciunas and Ariza. So yeah, whatever.
And I'm down 8-1 to Gear right now. You're up.
I'm up 7-2.
7-2 on PT.
So we got a
race for 8.
We got a six game swing this week is what it's looking like, and I think I was down. Was it 9? 9 games behind.
Something like that.
So I'm gonna have to win. I'm gonna have to flip the script.
Oh, Noel was the other piece I traded.
Yeah. Right.
Expiring deal. his cap hold is gonna be important, but
Mason Plumlee was the other guy in mind. Not that that really matters.
not at all.
Then you got the fighter Jax deal, which I mean, it's really two completely irrelevant teams, but a highly relevant deal. I thought that deal was pretty good. I mean,
Lot of big pieces,
You can't
man.
win with a contract. There are like two people you could give that big of a contract to in the league. One is Curry,
Steph.
and the other might be Durant.
how can you not LeBron?
I don't think you can win with LeBron. I think he's no longer at that like elite level.
Come on.
I don't think you could win with that contract unless you have all the value.
I'm pretty
pieces
sure
in
his
place.
numbers are just as good. It's just like he's kind of flying under the radar.
win with LeBron James.
Are his numbers down that much?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to LeBron. I know he's just trying to win one for the land, but
Yeah.
you know,
Cavs blow.
Who do you got next week? Let's talk about the
I
playoff preview
Well,
here.
we're not even gonna touch on the Clay deal.
I'm sorry. Let's touch on the Clay deal. I'm sorry.
Klaus.
That was the other
Yeah.
big deal that really happened was, I for some reason I kind of just like texted Zirkle. I was like, let me get Klaus, and then he said, how could we possibly get that done just because the contract's so ridiculous?
He
And
was
then,
like, give me half your team.
no, I mean I think I sent the. Did I send you guys the text in the league? It just I texted him, I was like, here's Hayward, Barnes, Aflalo, and whatever that Bojan, Bogdana, whatever.
Donovich.
Yeah, as a Nets fan, you should know that, right? So he said, okay, done. I mean, it was just an impulse. Like, I just wanted to buy something at the deadline.
You want to shake things up.
I honestly had no plans of doing anything. And I was just like, let me go try and get Clay just for the hell of it. And, you know, it happened. So
It's a horrible trade for you.
couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier with that trade for me.
Clay was severely overpaid this offseason as a free agent. What's the contract at 88?
That's up for debate. 82.
Look, when the cap goes up, all right, we'll see. I love when I said that, and you had like 6 people like, wait, the cap's going up? What? Yeah, because
Frenzy.
we're the most real to life of leagues, right? So
Yes.
I mean, cap's going up in
So
2
based
years.
based off of the league's revenue.
So this $88 million a year contract now is going to look like, you know, $12 million a year.
I mean,
come next
look
year.
at the revenue sharing that's happening in the league right now. You have to project some sort of.
We had a lot of
cap
positive
increase.
revenue coming in, you know,
Mhm.
new acquisitions, of
diners.
restaurants, and
A lot of talk about acquiring ice cream shops.
Ice cream, some sub place in the law.
yeah, the OBA and the Cmbl are on the rise. So that
Sure.
the whole deal was just, honestly, I'm trying to just get as much talent. Looking forward to next year, just position myself for next year. So see what happens.
So you aren't planning on making the play?
No, I'm still trying to get into the playoffs.
I mean, once you're in,
Anything
can happen.
I mean,
Couple injuries.
there's
Be like the Sixers in 2000 and
11 when they beat the Bulls because
Beat
Rose and Noah
Bulls.
went down,
Yep.
and then they
almost beat the Celtics.
almost beat the Celtics.
with Andre Iguodala.
Fact. Star. Where's my Wildcat?
Anyway,
Yes, I mean, I'm still trying to make the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, but
All right, let's look to the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, we got right now current standings: Esquire 1, Wavy 2, Spence/me 3, Gear 4, Tomo 5, RT 6, Dearman 7, me 8. Then we got PT, Zig, and you in the 9 to 11 slotting.
it's a nice little race there.
It's a nice little race. We're all within 9 games.
it'll be. I mean, let's be honest. It'll be a miracle if it's anybody but you because you're 7 games up on the pack.
Well, I'm down 8-1.
I know.
right now.
That's true.
But over the last 2 weeks, I mean, like if you looked at one of those charts or whatever that shows what projections are to get into the playoffs or like winning whatever it is, I'm sure you had like a 98% chance of making the
That's
playoffs.
way high. I actually don't think I'm going to make the playoffs.
Which you might not, but just
But you
given
beating
with
up
2
on
weeks.
PT. Let's see what Zig's doing. You beating
Zig's-
up on PT is
Zig's
big
down
for my chances.
Dearman, I think.
And what's Zig up to? What's up? We got
Zig's down 5-4 to
Is today the last day of the week?
next week.
last day of the week.
But
and
I'm
then we
saying,
got-
like, if you
Oh, yeah.
lose, right?
It's-
Tonight's the last night of this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
so these are probably accurate.
Unless something major happens with your team tonight.
I think Zig sneaks in.
Well, he's down right now though. Like he needed a big week too.
That's
But
true.
he's going to be gaining 3 on
Yes,
me anyway.
+3.
Yeah, but he's 8 down, so he would have to flip it by
5 next
5, and he's playing
Where are you at?
RT. next week.
RT.
week. Ooh, that's going to be a nice little matchup right there.
Yeah, it's tough. PT is against Wavy, so that's another tough matchup. And then you got
Yeah, but Wavy's in. Didn't he clinch a
AF.
spot?
Yeah, but I'm saying for PT in the 9th
Yeah.
spot. So maybe Wavy rests his players.
Maybe he'll rest his players.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? You want to get them ready for the playoffs. All right, so let's say the top 8 make it. Maybe Zig takes.
So who's at the bottom of the barrel? Who's looking at next year?
I mean, almost. We got Fighter, who is MIA right now. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's not swimming in semen on his job. That's like immediately where I picture Fighter. Whenever he's not answering. Yeah.
Just dead with semen all over him
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
So have fun with that. Have fun with that. You got Jax at 14. You got who's for Breeze Brothers? Zerk.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't see Jax's team going anywhere ever.
There's no chance Jax is even gonna watch this video. So
shout out to Jax in case you do. No, I mean he's like he's in the middle ground of going for it now and planning for the future, and he has to kind of pick a direction.
he has absolutely no plan whatsoever.
I mean,
every league needs that.
That team is in second to last, but it looks like a team that should be winning now.
Yeah.
Unless something changed recently. The Jabari Parker, right?
Right.
LeBron move. But
yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. I think it's better than some
Other
people
than
say.
Embiid, that team is pretty win now. It looks.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll be better next year.
Yeah, he needs
Once he gets Embiid back, that's the key factor.
Yeah, Embiid's gonna be a stud.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
All-star.
playoffs. Let's go predictions for
Perennial
the finals here. Who do you guys think?
Actually,
everyone thinks there's a clear top 2, which is fair.
I just think it's funny that we're mentioning 0 things about Hinson's team right now, just because we went who's the bottom barrel and then who's right on the cusp of the playoffs, and then
there's Hinson.
Who are the top teams, and we did not mention Hinson at all.
Yeah, he's the Sixers. He's in limbo right now.
And we won't. So let's move on. All right,
and
so
Frau's in that little in between.
Yeah, I guess
right
Frau
now.
could have been like
Fuck.
right on the edge of the
Facts.
playoffs, but he's fallen back.
4.
So
I got 4.
and that was right here.
literally
That
right
was
here.
literally right here.
Right here,
I
yeah.
was sitting here. Grego was flipping cards there.
Grego.
You got fucking 4?
That's great.
Oh, good times.
That's great.
Sweetie. That's all I remember from that.
All right, so you got Esk and Wavy as top 2. Most people just assume that those 2 are going to plow their way right through the championship. I personally think Spence is going to surprise some people.
Yeah, obviously.
It's my varsity team. I moved all my good guys this year up to that team.
Good strategy.
Yeah,
Having
playoff.
2 teams
Yeah,
and
it's
just putting
huge.
all your good players on one team.
But I actually think he has a shot at surprising some people. That being said, because I picked him, he'll probably lose in the first round. But I do think he has a shot here.
All right, so I mean, it's going to be Esk versus Esquire, Dan Lyons, however you want to. Is that how you would say that? Esk?
Esquire.
So you got Esk going up against either Spina, myself, or Zig, most likely.
He's going to steamroll, especially you.
Yeah, so especially me.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, I mean, let's just assume that Lyons makes it to the next. Then you got Wavy versus so Wavy Dearman. I mean, I could very easily see Dearman pulling this one out if that's the case.
Ooh. Maybe an upset there.
I'm not gonna.
It all depends on depends on Curry's health.
Yeah.
If he has a monster week, he could come out and win. But if he rests a day or 2 against some bad teams, that's what happens when you have a player like that.
Yeah.
I'll stay chalk. I'll say that Wavy will probably. Were we doing like a? Did somebody say something where we all did like the drink and look at each other like the? I don't know if I missed it because you did it both simultaneously.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I'll stay chalk. I'll say Wavy.
Okay.
And
then you got
then it
4
would be
5.
Spence RT.
3. Oh yeah, 3.
Spina versus Spina?
No, 3 versus
Spence versus
6.
RT.
RT's been surprising me lately.
Give me RT.
I like his team. I've talked to Dan a little bit about his team from time to time.
He also doesn't have Drummond. That'd be interesting to see him going up against a player he traded at the deadline.
But I like that move for him.
He definitely made out. I think he made out pretty well
because knowing
is going to love hearing that you think he did well.
I think he made out well.
I do because like he was explaining is that like you can't have the cap of Lillard and Drummond coming up, so get rid of the expiring contract and pick up as much young talent. And I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I think he did. He did well for himself. Plus, he has the Noel.
If Kevin Love was like a fraction of what he was with the Timberwolves,
I would have traded for him against Drummond.
His team would be like a notch higher.
Nerlens was the 23rd pre. Oh man, I can't wait to just drop. See, I need to trade Clay so I can just drop $88 on Nerlens.
You mean Embiid?
No, he's technically under contract. I don't want to tamper.
Okay. Anyway,
give me RT just because I love RT.
I'm taking RT also.
Okay, I'm gonna take
And Spence probably won't watch this either.
You'd be surprised. I usually watch most of the.
While
videos that are posted.
you're creating it, do you go back and watch this stuff after?
Sometimes.
Yeah, me too. We actually were watching the last Chris and the Rooster thing we did over the summer. We were watching it earlier. Speed didn't want to, but I was loving every second of it. So.
All right, then we got. Is that it? Yeah, we talked.
Then
about
then it's MB and MB and Shmoney.
6-3.
Oh no, it's 4-5. That's
4-5.
That 4-5
interesting.
matchup is going to be a bloodbath.
That is interesting. Jeremy Lin is still rostered in this league.
Yeah, dude. He starts and plays a lot.
Yeah, I mean we have to look at the schedule for next week too. But I think
those
are two
it's
rock
gonna,
solid teams
yeah, it's
going
gonna
up against each other.
I think I'm going to
Let
lean.
me give it an eye test. Based off my eye test, Tomo.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to lean Gear.
Mostly because I just don't like people that live in California. I'm just kidding.
Remember that one time you had a California fake ID?
I did.
And the guy, we went to the bar, and the guy was like, he looked at it, he's like, "What's your order at In-N-Out?" And you froze for a second. It was like a hard 5-second pause, and then you said
double cheese or something.
double cheese with avocado. or something.
Double
He's like,
off the secret menu with
yeah,
the
and he's
animal
like,
farm shit or whatever
right
they do.
on. And then he just
That was the shittiest looking ID.
Hey, it
I
worked.
don't understand how he got the question, but
That was back in Bennis's Cali bro phase where he
With
was
the- with the
super
flow.
tan and the flow and flip and everything.
Yeah, back in
Flow.
the day.
don't talk bad about the flow.
We gotta bring it back.
Not hating on the
We gotta
flow.
bring that back. All right. Let's say
Frau too. Can we get Frau's
Championship-
flow back?
Oh,
Can we get Frau and
Facts.
Bennis to both grow their flow out? That'd be
Maybe.
sweet.
Maybe if I win the Cmbl next year.
Okay. Playoff bro.
So yeah.
All right. Who's gonna win it all? Pick one team right now.
From the list here,
I'm going Team Wavy Team. Team Money Team.
As much as it would suck to see him be the first back-to-back, he won last year, or did Espo win last year?
Wavy won last year.
We would collectively never hear the end of it
Yeah.
if Wavy wins again.
We always have a pretty good connection, him and I. So I'm gonna stick with Wavy.
I am gonna go with. Man, I'm not picking Wavy or Lions. Sorry, I can't do it. Can't do it.
I already told you I was gonna pick Spence. You're going right there, aren't you?
No, he's going Tomo.
I am not picking you or Spence.
Or you.
I'm gonna say Dearman.
Dearman.
My friend Connor is gonna win the OBA.
That's a long shot.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, I'm putting $5 down on my friend Connor. What's the
The odds?
Yeah.
I think he's probably going off at 30 to 1 right now.
I'm saying higher, maybe
50,
45.
50 to 1.
yeah? Give me Connor. Give me my friend Connor.
We'll set the lines when the playoffs are set.
Okay, we can do another one. We'll meet up here next week, do the same thing.
In.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say Dearman. I just think Steph is gonna carry his team. I think
You
despite
think
what
they're gonna
happened,
play for the record,
100%.
and then he's just gonna keep playing, going crazy.
yeah, despite what happened today, I don't know what the hell happened today, but
Maybe that'll give him more of a kick in the ass.
that's usually what happens when they lose a game like this. They come out and win against I know they have a tougher schedule down the stretch, but
Did they lose to that?
the Lakers,
Lake show.
they lost by
They
20.
did?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, give me Dearman. I'm gonna go Dearman.
Okay. Cool.
Heard
I'm
it
going to
here
go with
first.
Spence.
I got Wavy.
No one's picking the number 1 seed.
Sorry, Lions. Trade me that 15th pick and I'll change my
Wow.
mind.
All right. With that, let's go to.
So you know what that means then.
He's winning.
Lions is gonna win.
It's a lock.
Yeah.
It's a lock for sure. All right. With that, let's go to CMBL. Let's, baseball's in the air. Spring training's going.
I am so pumped for baseball.
Everybody's
this year.
excited.
Everyone's excited. It's like baseball and the sundress effect, and it's two of my favorite things, and they're happening.
Trademark MT, SDE, VB, the SDE,
That's the
sundress effect.
Yeah.
Or is it
Well,
SDE?
you're not throwing some trademark love this way?
No.
That's fucked up.
No.
You were involved, but
I
not
was.
with
The
creation.
inception,
Oh,
the inception
get
and
the fuck
creation.
outta here.
Yes.
You got
He actually,
You were
no,
more
you were
of
involved in the conversations about, sundresses are great. Girls always look better, even if they're horses.
I
They look
created the sundress.
better. Oh, you
All right.
created nothing. I created you.
You sound like Mark Zuckerberg.
Get
I
outta
created
here.
you.
Fucking Winklevoss twins. Back.
I'm 6'5", and there's 2 of me. Okay.
All right, let's go to CMBL. We had the coaches poll come out recently. Let's start with that. I don't have it up. I don't know if we can grab it, but I do know. At least I believe I was 8th. I came in 8th in the coaches poll.
I was 10th, and I was furious at,
Yeah,
at
probably,
everyone,
that's probably a little high for you.
except for PT and RT.
I'd probably put you at like 13.
No, Bennis put me at 13, and
That
I
was
was
me.
I was.
Also, what the fuck with this anonymity? Like, let me know where.
It's a coach's poll for a reason.
Yeah,
this is not
that's
Because
true.
we want to know what the coaches.
I'm pretty
think.
sure I was one of the first people that posted what I ranked everybody at
Okay.
because I was open to people knowing.
Fair. Yeah, I think I have a shot. I think realistically I'm in like the 4 to 8 range, so I don't think that's too far. But I do think there's a shot at making a run. I think I'm one of those teams that could surprise people. That being said, I need some pitching and I need some infield help. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think as it currently stands, I don't think you have enough pitching, but
It depends on how Cueto does in San Fran and how Shields bounces back, and we'll see. We shall see.
as Bennis is
Oh
going.
my God! Yeah, he's pulling up the
Dennis
gallery.
is going
Thank you,
through-
Zig, by the way, because I'm going through the gallery
Bennis is
right now.
going through the gallery trying to find the coaches poll final. Well, didn't it get posted? It did get posted in order. It didn't get unveiled. So I don't think we're gonna have a picture.
No,
of
because
it.
I thought somebody posted a picture of it as the.
I thought somebody posted their own.
Let me see. I don't know. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, but as he's going through the gallery, you just see
a bunch of these pictures,
bunch
including my
bunch of ass and tits.
my video from last night taking my pic, which I honestly didn't remember this morning.
Really?
Like I was in bad shape. I was banged up. Like I looked back at the video and my eyes were closed.
He had the Spina drunk eyes.
I hadn't seen that since college. Hoboken St. Patty's Day, that'll do it to you.
I've been there for that, and it's a good time.
It is definitely a good time. So all right, let's talk about the draft while we're on it. Any surprises for you?
Fraugo and Kiermaier, I know we talked about this off the record, but Fraugo and Kiermaier 3.
That threw me off big time, and honestly, Frau, I think that was a stretch. I think it was granted, as a Frau guy, it is the biggest
I think
Frau guy there is available, but I think he could have gotten him either late first or maybe even
he had a guy and he wanted him.
I think he could have traded down, gotten assets.
That I don't disagree with, but I don't think anybody would have
traded up 4-3 and given him.
Yeah, I don't. I think he was just better off just getting the guy he was locked in on. He was available. He just took him.
Frau was probably like, I'm gonna get my guy.
Kevin Kiermaier.
I'm gonna get my guy, and then I'm gonna be stoked about it, and he did. And yes, found it.
Good for him. No,
good for.
Besides Kiermaier, anything else? I thought Park was gonna go earlier. I also thought Maeda was gonna go in 1. But so you found yours.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, and also to Papa Saqueta, sorry again. I thought I don't know what happened there. I thought I had Tony Watson without picking him for a second, which I would have been fine with. But things got out of hand a little bit.
Yeah, and that's guys.
Is this it?
No way. Fighters won.
That's wavy.
That's
chicken
the
scratch
that's
numbers.
the scratch. Yeah. I mean that was sort of my fault for trading something I didn't own anymore, considering I literally just made a trade the day before with RT to trade my Zig pick. I completely forgot that I did that because the sheet hadn't been updated for it yet. So.
Sure, blame the sheet.
Blame the fucking
Blame
sheet.
the
I
sheet.
couldn't. I honestly, I saw.
Hey, pizza's here.
Pizza's here.
Continue.
So I saw. We should probably pay. I'll Venmo
We're good.
or PayPal or whatever. I completely forgot. I don't have cash. We'll start with that.
Yeah, we will.
So that'll work. All right. Had a little technical difficulties again, like last time, but we're back.
Sorry about that.
And Bettis is back now.
Yeah, we're on the draft. We talked about Kiermaier. We talked about you trading a pick that you didn't have. Classic MT. Let's run down the draft real quick.
All right. So first off, PT taking Eddie Julio.
Solid pick.
Julio.
Solid pick.
Julio.
Yeah, I mean, it's solid.
I don't really, honestly, any Cuban or foreign guy this like draft here. I don't know what positions they play or anything except for Maeda. I know he's a pitcher,
Yeah.
but I don't know what Eddie Julio plays, but I've heard good things, so we'll see what happens.
Then you got Kiermaier, we talked about. We got Park the Deerman, who hit a grand slam today. Props. Then we have
Just to throw it out there, I probably wouldn't have made the trade with you if Park didn't go there. So that trade that we made,
You would have gone Park
Yeah.
at 5.
that's part of the reason why I made that trade, because he would have been perfect. He would have.
talk to us about Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
I don't really know that much about him, to be honest with you. I know he's a pretty well-regarded first baseman. Hit 30 bombs in A-ball last year. I think he's 19 or 20, and he's in the Dodgers system is stacked, and he's a top 5 Dodger prospect. So I like
Who's the highest Dodger prospect now?
Seager. Still Seager.
Who's that?
Nice try,
Pitching,
bud.
pitching prospect.
Yeah, here he is. I know. I mean, you and I talked about this. You and I went back and forth on Urias for a couple weeks. Just never really got to the point
A
where
little
we
dabble here and there.
Yeah. But then I think because I got ranked so low in the coaches poll, and I know it's clearly because of my pitching, which is, it's coming along, but I was like, I need to do something that gets my pitching to be upgraded right now. So that's why I went for Stroman. So it sucks giving up Urias because I know he's going to be Fernando 2.0, but
Hopefully.
whatever. So yeah, I took Cody. I honestly should have just taken Tony Watson. That was my whole plan. If I moved up there, and then for some reason at the last minute I was like, let me just take Cody Bellinger. Whatever.
Anyway, so moving on.
Eugenio
Zig-
Suarez.
horrible pick,
Isn't that Zig's guy?
He said
Suarez.
Suarez with like 4 exclamation points. So.
Yeah.
Suarez. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Is he shortstop Cincinnati? And I
Yeah.
only know that just because I
Sure.
saw it on Roto World before we
So-
started.
Nice.
Yusniel Diaz, okay. Rich Hill, good. Contreras, I've heard of.
He's a
good.
catcher.
Yeah, for the Cubs.
Tony Watson, who I think I thought for a second I drafted without sending in the pick.
Yeah, I was pretty upset when all that was happening because I was sitting here on the couch watching House of Cards and I was like watching these videos, trying to figure out what was going on, and it was just like, just whack!
Yeah, my computer's freaking out a little bit. Sorry about that. All right, then you had Watson at 10 to Frau. It's a good pick. I was going to take Watson next.
Yeah, I think me and PT incepted for out taking Watson.
Inception.
Yeah.
Nice. Then I was happy with Hoover. I wanted either Watson or Hoover. I was happy I got one of them.
RT also happy that you took Hoover.
Yeah, sorry about that again. My fault. RT went with Yoan
From the bathroom.
Lopez, and then Whalen today, the last pick, Mitch Moreland. Solid. You know what you're getting with him. And now we're just waiting for Spider to check in.
Moving forward, we should expect this pick to be in within the next week or
Yeah, I would say at least a month.
Yeah. Before the season starts, hopefully.
For sure. Yeah, all right. So that's a draft. Nothing too crazy. Let's go to the preview now. I know there's a reveal that Mr. Bennett has for us here.
Let's see what we got here.
How did you get that just because you traded for him?
No, I had this before I traded for him.
Did you though?
Yeah. Just in case anybody thought maybe it was a Pujols jersey.
Oh.
It's not.
Ooh.
Thanks, Dearman. Anyway.
So he won.
Wow, a live
Your
deal.
whole team.
Mike Trout.
Some.
Mike Trout is literally never getting traded now. Ever.
Mm-mm.
It's like when I traded for KB and everybody was like, he's never going to trade KB. And then I flipped him just as fast as I got him, honestly.
That was actually
Except-
pretty surprising.
Except Bennis being the staunch negotiator that he is, he's never going to trade Trout.
I never thought I was going to trade Machado, honestly.
Yeah.
And I was this close to trading Buxton this past week, too.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Quick preview. Then I gotta eat. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Angry.
Quick preview. I think PT is you give him the benefit. Nah. All right. Back again. Fourth time. My computer's freaking out.
What were we talking about again?
We're talking about the
PT.
preview. PT as the
Odds-on favorite. And
odds-on favorite.
personal best friend of my own.
Sure. I also think Whalen has a shot here to be the first two-time defending CMBL champ. I think there's a shot he can make a push here.
Well, he won because he had Hudson, Burley, and who was the third one?
Guys who just outperformed.
Hudson, Burley, and something with it started with a W. I forget. But yeah, he had those three guys that honestly just carried his team, his pitching staff. And I think
Wakefield, that's it. Tim Wakefield.
Was it Wakefield?
No, I made that up. Was it?
No, it couldn't have been.
He's been out for like 3 years, hasn't he?
I honestly don't. I don't know.
I was kidding when I brought that up. Anyway.
All right, so I would say PT. I would say Whalen also has a serious shot, and I would say Fighter. Or my
I
top
like
three.
Fighters pitching also.
I think those
his
are my
team
top
is
three favorites
really,
right now.
Really solid. I've tried to poach a couple of his pitchers. And
His pitching staff's great. His offense it leaves a lot to.
It doesn't have that many holes, but
It doesn't have holes. Just
All right, finishing up the season preview real quick. I think we have a top three for me are PT, Whalen, Fighter. I think Hinson also has a shot at making the push to the next level. I like what he's done. You know, as weird as it is to say, I think he has a shot at breaking top five, kind of.
I mean, I gave Hinson the kiss of death in the coach's poll.
you give number one.
Yeah. PT texted me yesterday with a frowny face when he found out that I put Hinson at number one.
It's all right.
But PT was 2. For me, the top 3 are Hinson, PT, and I forget who I said was 3. Fighter, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fighter is going to be a top 5 team for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Because his team's young and has clearly
Young pitching too.
clearly
honestly.
has talent. I just don't think he has enough offensive firepower all around to compete.
Shit, Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
Which is great. Like
Joe
Goldschmidt's
Brown,
great, but after that, I don't think he has truly like elite fantasy performers at any position besides
So
Goldschmidt.
maybe trade some of his pitching to bolster some of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
He tried it last year.
yeah.
Traded Miller for Soler, but I don't know if Soler's as good as people.
He may eventually.
He's got potential, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I like PT. I like Wavy, and I like Fighter.
What do you guys think about Frau's team? I ranked Frau 9th.
Wow.
Yeah, he was not happy with me when I did that, but I just don't think I don't know. I think Frau. I think he took a step back a little bit. His pitching's still good because he's still got Greinke
We'll see how Greinke does in the new.
Greinke in Arizona.
Yeah.
Kershaw's going to be Kershaw. Arrieta had a,
Somewhat
Crazy
fluky.
year.
Somewhat fluky, you think?
I won't say his first name.
Like outside,
out of
like the
respect for some
standard
people.
deviation of
Yeah.
like what is possible.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think, I think that Frau will, he'll have a solid year, but I don't think he's going to be,
I think he'll be
in
near the top.
I don't think he's going to be right in the championship hunt, but I think he'll be, somewhere like.
Well, look at his team last year. I mean, like the season that Greinke and Arrieta both had at the same time.
Everything,
career years
for as
both
good
of
as
them.
his team performed, and he still couldn't win.
Right.
You just got to question if he's ever going to be able to get over the hump.
But now he has Kiermaier.
Oh, that's true.
Fuck.
I mean, if you build a wall in the middle of the league and have this wall,
Great big
it's a
wall.
great big wall. If you have this wall between the top 8 and the bottom 8, which side of the wall is Frau going to be on? And honestly, I think Frau's going to be on the wrong side of the wall.
I think he'll be on the United States side.
I don't repeat myself, all right? I don't repeat myself, but I think that Frau
Huge.
is going to be on the other side of the wall.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why I just did that, but I just felt the need to slide that in.
All right, let's go to the questions here.
Okay.
Questions.
First, from Gear, discuss the top 5 movies of the past decade.
So we're talking 2006.
Oh,
2006
man.
on.
I think The Departed fits that for me.
I think it's before 2006.
I think that was like 04, 05.
Damn. Okay. Was Wedding Crashers?
No.
Before that also.
Damn.
Yeah, we're old, dude.
Speedy just doesn't update his
My top 5.
thing. He's been listening to his playlist in his car from like the 90s.
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No.
That's tough. I really enjoyed Interstellar.
I have not seen that.
I
Didn't
really
see it
enjoyed
either.
Interstellar.
Wanted to, didn't see it.
I enjoyed The Martian too.
I thought that was pretty good.
We saw The Revenant, but I don't think that makes the top 5.
No, I would say like the Batman trilogy, all three will
yeah.
probably be in there.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
Inception.
I enjoyed Deadpool a lot.
I haven't seen that yet either. I
I
heard it
enjoyed
was
Deadpool
good.
a lot. Inception, yeah.
You gotta think like genres, like superhero movies,
Oh.
which have been.
Pitch Perfect 1 and 2, and the 3 Batman movies. Top 5 movies of the
There you
past
go.
decade.
Okay.
Boom,
Okay.
I
roast.
think we can easily all agree to that.
That's fair.
Moving on.
Daylight savings. Pros and cons. We're springing forward next week, right?
Yeah. Well, a con is when you spring forward and you lose an hour.
Yeah, but then it stays up. I mean, it stays bright
Does stay
later.
up. It does stay up.
It stays up forever. No, it stays bright later. I like coming home from work or the gym at like.
That's
7.
true.
Coming
But
home
that
from
first-
work.
That first night though, that first night when your clock comes forward and you wake up and
So you lose an hour at the bar, right? Because it skipped from.
Morristown St. Patty's Day this weekend, by the way. You guys trying to come through?
probably not.
Probably not.
Fuck me. All right. Next hard-hitting question: Bigfoot, fact or fiction?
Fact. Moving on.
Fact. Agreed. Why are seatbelts required by law, but in some states motorcycle helmets are not?
Seatbelts save lives.
I guess motorcycle helmets should also save lives, but you don't look as cool when you wear one. So maybe those states are more worried about the appearance.
We're comparing apples to oranges here. Like I don't see it. If this was like why are seatbelts required by law in some states but not in others, then that'd be like I don't understand the question here.
It's a clearly worded question.
I know it's clearly worded, but I'm not.
I think the only logical answer is that it probably has to do with fighter examining semen. on a
Right.
daily basis.
Right. It's tough to get semen out of motorcycle helmets, so maybe that's
Yeah, clean it right off the seatbelt.
Yeah.
right.
Anyway,
Top 5 songs of all time, and we're talking all time now.
all time.
Call Me Maybe. Blurred Lines. Let It Burn.
Confessions.
Well, it's tough to like.
Nope.
If this was the top 5 Usher songs of all time, that would be a debate in and of itself.
Love Yourself doesn't make the cut for you.
For you, it does clearly.
I mean, Spina also likes Adele, so we can add a couple of those.
Rolling in the Deep
No,
is 100%
Rolling
Spina's
in the
top
Deep,
5.
I don't know. Baba O'Reilly is probably in my top 5.
That's so random, but okay.
Yeah,
I love that song.
Baba O'Reilly is probably my top 5. I also really like a random song called Someday by Flipside, which no one ever knows, but I like that.
What's the song that's in
Katy Perry, Firework, definitely on there.
Firework?
Firework.
It's junior year.
and
Yeah.
then the last one has to be the one from Friday Night Lights.
Explosions in the
Your
Sky.
your hand in
Yeah.
mine.
Nothing gets you like that
That
song.
gets me. That gets me for sure.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Who is the worst team in the CMBL, and why is it me by Gear? I laughed when I saw this. That was funny.
Can confirm.
It's tough. I would say Gear's up there. I would say I think
Is this present company excluded or
I would say
included?
RT and BB are up there, but they're bright futures. Bright futures. It's a bright future.
I
And
think
you're
I-
in New Jersey.
I think I ranked Gears team last, and I don't remember why.
I think I rank MT's team last, and I don't really remember why either.
The next one is Where's Fighter. We've talked about this quite a bit. Swimming and semen somewhere.
Seaman.
No one knows.
Should Andrew Fighter be suspended or sanctioned for conduct detrimental to the CMBL? I think yes.
I
The
do
draft
too.
is moving along quickly. No one likes to waste time.
I understand.
and-
I can understand if somebody's like working or they had a day out, but like
Sunday night.
just, like, have
Hopefully
a
everything's
list.
okay. Hopefully, because we were
He
joking
is.
about.
Remember when Spence got hit by a car
Yeah, we
and
were joking
everybody
about
was like,
Spence not making it. You guys like,
Oh yeah,
fuck.
that's right. They
like where the
texted
hell's
after me,
Spence?
yeah.
Guys, sorry, I got hit by a car. So fighter,
So hopefully you're
Hopefully
okay.
you're
I
right.
texted him this afternoon, and then RT sent a screenshot. He texted them, and then PT sent a screen. Everybody texted him asking about that pick, and he's like, "I gotta do research for every single one."
Watch him pass and pick too. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right, and the last one from Wavy. Why does everyone hate me so much?
Well, I think it's public knowledge that I do not hate Wavy.
I don't hate you, Wavy. I hate a lot of things that you symbolize, like winning in OBA, like winning in CMBL almost, like having Bryce Harper. That eats me alive. That eats me alive.
Wait, didn't you have Bryce Harper?
Yeah, I traded. I made a move.
Right. Who'd you get for that?
I got Wayno, Upton. I got Britton. I got a couple other people. I mean, it was all right. I shouldn't have done it.
I don't know if I hate Wavy or not. Some days I do, some days I don't.
I think deep down you love him. Like a brother.
I love Dave.
Yeah.
Love him. Honestly, couldn't speak more highly of the guy, but I hate
And
him.
Mrs. Wavy,
So-
great.
Oh yeah, Mrs.
I heard
Wavy's
she's
great.
a saint. Haven't
She's
met her in
tremendous,
person.
yeah.
She's a very nice lady.
Actually, I did meet her once. I forgot. I met her at something at the
Also, how random is it that I ran into Zirkle's girlfriend at a Morristown bar?
That was pretty random. I didn't even know Zirkle had a girlfriend.
Also lovely. Also lovely.
Had no idea. I've known him for 10 years almost. Had no idea he had a girlfriend.
Was it the Sixers Knicks game?
I was gonna say, was it Sixers?
It had to be a Sixers game.
It was definitely a Sixers game.
Just kidding. I did meet Mrs. Wavy. She is stand-up gal.
Yeah, and her friend Brielle is smoking hot.
Is she still like
Never met her,
over
but
by a couple of you guys? Who else?
it was me versus
Yourself.
Hinson.
Hinson.
Well, now Hinson's
Wifed.
locked up, so
Damn. Remember who was it? Hey Hanson, you still dating that broad? Or
Cohen.
is someone doing a
Cohen.
broad named?
Well, no. The funniest part about that, I don't know if we talked about this. I talked about this with somebody. Is that Cohen brought it up in the group like 3 weeks prior to him then bringing it up again. He was like, "Who's dating a girl named Henry in this group?" And we said Hinson. And then like 3 weeks later, he was like, "But do we ever come to a resolution on who's dating a girl named Henry?" And Hinson was like, "It's her name's Hannah, but Dave and Greg call her Henry for some reason."
Gotcha.
I actually saw she works in the same building that I do. Ironically,
That is everything.
yeah, I saw her the other day walking in. Didn't go to the copy room.
Cool story. No copy room.
No copy room. I got you, Hinson.
All right. Closing remarks.
I hate all of you still for ranking me 10th. We will rise up and overcome that low ball ranking. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish higher than 8th place this year.
Wow. He wants to be on the good
Wait,
side of the
hold
wall.
on a minute. I'm just kidding. There's definitely, honestly, year one, right? Like there were so many prospects and things drafted, and like guys that drafted all the prospects, flipped them to the guys who then realized who these prospects were.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that everybody's aware of prospects and like has their own guys, the league is really like, I can look at that list and see 10 teams that could win the league this year.
It's true. Yeah.
Just because I think this year is
Myself
permanently
included. No, I'm just kidding.
you never know. Be like
Right.
the '93 Phillies.
No, you're not gonna win.
Well, actually, except like if teams don't have relievers or closers, that's just playing the whole category. It's not going to happen.
Right.
But yeah, I think we've come a long
Monte
way.
J. Hoover?
I think we've come a long way into year 4 now.
I see what you mean.
And it's very competitive, and I couldn't be happier.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, thank you both.
do you have any closing comments
Yeah.
or bold predictions?
Bold prediction. I win it all. Also, bold prediction. I don't make the playoffs in NBA.
It's not really bold.
Also, let's fucking eat.
All right.
Show your love.